What's good with y'all boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm coming at y'all. What? Another reaction video. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, this is a very serious video. It's not that serious, but it's a very kind of serious video, you know what I mean? To be honest, we had everything during the SoundCloud era in 2017 and stuff. Games, videos, Vine, SoundCloud, and I don't even think most of the attraction was gained on Spotify now, because it's only on Spotify. They just find TikTok music and they just like it on their Spotify page. Once you made a song from SoundCloud, you'd even need to buy a pro subscription. Bro, that shit would go viral. And everybody was on SoundCloud. And they basically grew from there. We didn't have TikTok then. We have TikTok now, where artists are not even trying to send out their music and basically just saying random shit on there. And trust me, you don't want to listen to that, bro. You don't want to listen to that unless you're with this era. This was right after the 80s hip hop era, where Tupac and Biggie was, you know what I mean. But it was bro, there was some good things back then, bro. It was way easier. It was way more fun. You know, just I was young, but it's not even just because I was young, bro. There was things that I can just go back on, you know? And we lost some of the content creators, we lost some of the artists, even some people, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna get straight into the video. I'm gonna not make this video too long. Make sure y'all pull up to the Twitch, pull up to the Instagram, and Discord. Like a sub. Let's get to this video.
2025 is terrible and it sucks. Back in 2016, everybody was outside, being themselves, living free and breaking the rules. Now, everybody does their best to fit in somewhere because they're scared to stand out. They're scared to be called cringe. SoundCloud brought us X, Uzi, Cardi, Pump, Juice WRLD, Peep, and hundreds of other unique talents that literally blew up overnight. It was just a true renaissance. Almost a decade later though, and we're still reminiscing and yearning for a similar time in hip hop that came almost 10 years ago. Will we see anything similar anytime soon? The truth is, we'll probably never see another year like 2016 in the—
Like I said, bro, they had good XXLs then, bro. Once an artist did an XXL, that actually meant something to them, you know? That actually meant something to the viewer. Because the viewer's oh, okay, this is a good artist. It was totally different. Now, we just have Ian and his bro saying, you see what I'm saying? It's cringy now, bro. And XXL fell off, bro. That's crazy. And it's not even getting most of the attention that it was getting. They just release news on there, or a new XXL freshman list, you know, of 2026 or something. They would need to do something else, you know, just to not do that anymore, because starting in a couple years, rappers are not gonna try. They're not gonna try, bro.
Underground ever again, unless this happens. So, what made 2016 so different? For one, SoundCloud was the hub for all things underground. These days you might hear a new artist on IG, or hear a new sound on TikTok, or catch them in your algorithm on Spotify, or maybe Apple Music. But during 2016, in the SoundCloud era, everyone went to find new music on SoundCloud. And if you were an unknown artist, you could upload one track and be viral the next morning. And for music fans, if you were there, you remember how crazy it felt to open SoundCloud every night wondering which new artist your friend just reposted and seeing what new artist is blowing up next. And it wasn't just one singular SoundCloud sound either. Like, the underground was...
If y'all still go to my SoundCloud, I still repost, bro. I still repost like Uzi releases and stuff. Bro, he's my favorite artist. I'm not gonna lie. He was my favorite artist from that era.
Energies and sounds colliding from all over. Florida gave us X, Pump, Ski Mask. Atlanta had Cardi, Yachty, 21. You had the guys up north with similar sounds like P&B Rock and A Boogie. Artists like Peep and Tracy were moving to Cali and doing something totally different with their sound. Texas had its own wave with Trill Sammy, Dice Soho, Maxo Cream, Blake. But all these scenes coexisted on the same platform. It created this perfect storm where everyone fed off each other and fans were discovering dozens of styles at once. And the best part about these regional scenes was the collaboration. It wasn't just online. These artists were linking in person, doing shows together, recording together, going to parties together, and just hanging out, not just one another, but with the fans too. That's the thing. That's what created the community beyond the internet and allowed fans to truly be a part of it. No Jumper, which once was a platform for the underground, also helped fuel these real life interactions as well, as you can see in all the older vlogs on their channel. You have to understand that those real life connections were everything, because once fans could be a part of something tangible, something they could actually touch, it stopped being just music. It became a movement that they felt truly involved and immersed in. Fans these days are almost outsiders, only getting glimpses of their favorite artists on the internet.
Nah, fans these days, what the hell? Fans these days are just like, they're mainly just like opium fans. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Bro, what the hell is on my shit? The fuck? Alright. But, like I said, fans like these days are like opium fans, bro. Literally. They're like Osama-san fans. Bro, they just don't even give a fuck. Like, they're just doing what they do to act stupid, bro. Like, I saw a short of this fan in a crowd in the Ken Carson mosh pit bleeding or something like that, or had like a bloody nose or something like that and was still lit. Like, that's how stupid that era was, bro. Or this era is, bro. Like, this is how stupid like the fan base is, and the TikTok fan base and stuff for artists and
2016 hit so different. It wasn't only the internet and SoundCloud.
Once you had that, they're gonna be ungrateful and stuff. Like, they were ungrateful of Cardi not dropping, and they're still ungrateful of Cardi not dropping Baby Boy or something. Like, most of these artists are like done now, man. Like, to really think about it, like, most of them passed away, most of them moved on, most of them just gave up, most of them is not being consistent, most of them are lying. Cardi and Uzi. Bro, most of them are not getting the most attention that they was during the good old days and stuff. Like, it's kind of different, you know? And you're seeing only underground rappers on your FYP page. Like,
being the sole hub of the underground, it was the real world side of it too. And that's exactly what's missing today. Well, first and foremost, the tragedies were a huge reason for the death of the SoundCloud era. X, Peep, Juice, and so many others' lives were lost.
XXX Tentacion takes a wild turn in Southern California. Hundreds of people took to the streets of LA overnight to mourn the rapper whose real name was Jase Onfroy.
Others got locked up, and I mean, momentum.
R.I.P. bro. I remember they had like a museum of his stuff to learn like about him or something like that, and they had his actual car in the museum that he actually died in, and there was a big ass line. Like, I saw the news, there was a big ass line through that.
Started to stall out because of that. Then came the rise of algorithms and TikTok. Algorithms started pushing underground artists on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and of course TikTok instead of SoundCloud, and the leverage shifted. SoundCloud fell off, and with it went the only real hub in the underground. And when COVID hit, everything slowed down even more, especially in person. Tours were canceled, shows were postponed, and artists, just like everyone else, couldn't link in real life.
Hey, except for Uzi and Cardi, they had to perform on Zoom. Now, we have never seen that type of shit before, bro. We have never seen that type of shit before. During in 2019 or 2020, they had to perform on Zoom. Like, Uzi had his one Eternal Take tour, and Cardi had his one Whole Lot of Red tour.
Completely killed a lot of regional scenes. Instead of community being built face to face, everything moved online. Discord, Reddit, all that shit, and that changed everything. During the SoundCloud era, the goal was to stand out, to bring something new, to be different. But with TikTok setting the tone, TikTok's algorithm really put a focus on shifting things to trends. Artists started dressing the same, sounding the same, making the same kind of music in hopes that algorithms would pick them up. And this just fucked everything up, and everything that made the SoundCloud era truly unique was just completely gone. And what's left now is a hollow shell, waiting to be filled with life again, until something else takes its place. So if we're talking about what it would take to bring that energy back, it really comes down to three things: originality, real world community building, and some type of hub that ties it all together. Originality and community, they're non-negotiable. Artists have to stop trying to be clones of each other, and they need to connect in person again. Building fan bases and movements that actually live outside the internet. That's what gave 2016 its spark. The hub, though, doesn't have to be another SoundCloud. In fact, I don't think we'll ever get another SoundCloud again. Music today is too tied up with visual.
It's crazy because even No Jumper is falling off. Bro, we're seeing we're seeing everything. Fortnite, No Jumper, Exit, like we're seeing everything from that good era from 2018 to 2017. All getting torn into pieces, bro. And it's not even getting attention for real.
TikToks, reels, music videos, visuals are almost as important as the songs themselves. So a new platform trying to be SoundCloud 2.0 would just end up being TikTok again, and nobody wants a TikTok clone. But what SoundCloud represented, that label of SoundCloud rapper, that sense of belonging, that community where artists were sharing fan bases and collabing across scenes, that's what's missing. We don't need another SoundCloud, but we do need something that pulls those threads together again. Do you remember that YouTube channel I brought up earlier, No Jumper? A situation like that could easily be the key of creating a new hub for the underground. A place where artists can connect in person, as well as interact with the fans in person, is exactly what the scene needs right about now. And I'm emphasizing in person so much because that's how you truly create an experience for the fans. That's what matters the most. Doing everything over the internet is not enough to truly immerse them. You have to make this happen in person. You have to. And while most artists are stuck behind screens, there are a few rare ones actually living this out. And one of them happens to be Adam Killer. Adam is a SoundCloud veteran, often associated with Lil Peep, who lost a lot of traction early on due to various setbacks, but he never quit chasing his dream. After dropping music and finding ways to go viral, he found his way back to relevance.
If you're gay, bi, trans, this is for you.
But there's something huge that Adam does that hardly any other artist do. He's consistently going out in public to places all over the US, interacting with his fans, making them a part.
Bro, I deadass don't even know who this is. For real. But there's a lot of artists that's doing this. It's crazy.
Part of his content, and guess what? This is translating to him growing a cult-like fan base, with fans feeling immersed in the experience he provides for them. They don't only see him on the internet, he comes and hangs out with them in real life, takes pics with them. Now he's getting placements on festivals and doing shows all over the US because fans feel compelled enough to buy tickets. Not to mention he's uniquely himself with his own unique swag, personality, and music style, but do you guys see what I'm saying? Go out in person and connect with these people. Go to local shows, go to these events, meet up with these fans in real life. Make new fans in real life. That's what's missing. Connecting with different artists in real life, not just on Discord and Reddit. That's what's missing. And be originally you. Stop being clones of other artists. That's what's missing. Without originality and without real world community, there's no renaissance. And until more artists figure out how to bring that back, 2016 is going to stand as the last time the underground truly felt like a movement. This was Big Chat Small World. Thanks for watching. Get in the real world and get off the fucking internet.
I forgot that weekend, bro.
Alright, I think the video's over. I don't want to watch this. I already watched that. That was a good video. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, that shit was facts. And just imagine most of these artists that died or passed away would actually be still, like, on SoundCloud or, like, Spotify. Like Juice or Tupac or X or Pop Smoke. Like, all of them SoundCloud rappers. Just imagine, like, how big they would be and stuff. Would they still be consistent? Like, I actually wonder to this day, if them artists were still alive till today, like, would they be consistent? And would they not give a fuck and just, like, still release music and still release albums? Because some artists are just being weird, not consistent, you know, just, like, lying, and not even gaining relevancy anymore. They're not gaining relevancy anymore. So it's kind of different right now. And we have some artists, you know, Miles and Osama's son, not trying. Definitely Netspin. I could compare Netspin to Matt OX. You know what I'm saying? Matt OX changed. Like, bro. If y'all did enjoy this video, leave a like. Make sure y'all sub. Make sure y'all pull up to the Instagram, bro. Pull up to the link of the description of my channel, bro, to see, like, all my social medias that's down there. Till then, bro. Deuces. I'm gone.